The FA Cup third round weekend remains one of the highlights of the football calendar. Both Derby County and opponents Barnsley were probably hoping for a more exciting opponent when the draw was made. Instead, the League One playoff rivals have to settle for each other with a place in round 4, and the intrigue that comes with it, the prize on offer.
Derby are back into the fourth round of the FA Cup for the first time since the 2019-2020 season.
Now, is in this matter, RamsTV are busy putting the final touches to the next episode of We Are Derby. Santa is coming. That voiceover has to be just right.
Rolling whenever you're ready. Lovely. Same again, please.
December can be a make or break month for any football club. For a team like Derby County.
Cool. I'm happy with those takes if you are.
Yeah. It is Aaron, right? Yeah, good. So Derby will go into Christmas unbeaten in 12 games and back in League One playoff places. So Derby will go into Christmas unbeaten in 12 games and back in League One playoff places. That is firmly towards establishing themselves in the top 6.
Just one more if you
Yeah.
want.
Establishing themselves in the top 6.
Happy with that?
Good? I think so. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like your mouth doesn't want to work that day, so you're just like, alright, cool.
Right, so what do you think? Has any of you watched it back? Have any of you watched your clips? In fairness, the highlight of the game for me was you wanting to get the ball out of the net when it was 1-1. That was one of the highlights for me. As in, like, we didn't come in to draw, we come in to win. So that was very good. Your reaction was very good. Virtually everything you've done was very good. Now, sometimes, and this is sometimes, and nothing's ever going to be utopic, right? Sometimes we get in the final third, the wide man, whoever that is, because it could be anybody in the room, because anyone can cross it, puts it in the perfect area and it's the wrong run. The other time it could be the perfect run that's not in the right area. All I want you to see from this meeting is the opportunities that we had, and we should have put the game to bed. So look, I understand what have you said about, look, we've won and we move on. I get that. It's a win and it's great. But now it's just 15 minutes of trying to get better. But you get yourselves in such amazing positions to like absolutely smash them up. I just feel like we could have done better. Their press weren't bad, to be fair. Great play to get out. Great feed, middle of the six, great place to put it, great goal. There's absolutely nothing I can critique on that. It was just excellent play from everyone. And Colo gets the ball out.
Enders Lang again. The goal came from him. He's found Knight this time. Knight shot blocked away. Bird will drive from distance. Goal, goodness me! What a goal from Max Bird! He doesn't score often, but when he does, highlight reel.
He had no right to shoot from here, Owen. It's a brilliant block in the first place. The touch sets it perfectly, and at that point, you can see he's got sight of goal, and that is a quite remarkable strike from Max Bird. Perfect technique, perfect strike, and what a response from going 1-0 down in the opening minute or two.
I'm just glad that everything I've taught you is finally coming into play. Could have got a little bit sweeter, but beggars can't be choosers.
For those who don't know, that's Birdie's brother. It's not very often you see a goal like that, and I mean this with all sincerity. In all the games I've watched as a fan, as a manager, as a player, I haven't seen many better goals. That is the honest truth. I haven't seen many better goals than that, right? And in the final third, you have the best attacking players in the league. You do. And they can get you a goal out of nothing. If we turn them and you get 1v1s, you've got the best attacking wide players in the league by a country mile, right? You're playing the teams around you now. You've got a bit of comfort, but comfort. Like, life is about you scoring goals and your family feeling well. I know you're a bit embarrassed, but you shouldn't be. You should be proud of how you behave as a young man, as a captain. You've been excellent, mate, and your family are proud of you. So they should be.
Change again. Oh, yeah, but it's a hand. 8, 9, 10, 15. Thank you. They stay in, make they stay in. What's this box? Only one hand on. One touch. Yeah. Cap is in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No one! One touches, Fuzzy. One touches. Cheers, Dane. Optical illusion. Right, first one. Just going to cut round. Cut round. Finish through here.
The wintry weather is still with us by the weekend. The Rams are 12 games unbeaten in the league, but face their toughest test in a while, with promotion rivals Bolton heading for Pride Park.
The teams are out at Pride Park Stadium. Derby led out for the first time in a while by club captain Curtis Davis. It's 4th against 5th in League One. A chance for one of these teams to perhaps close the gap to the top 3. Roberts to hit it. Both teams want to have a go though, don't they, as Knight looked like he was caught late. Play will continue. It's Barkhuizen. Early cross, Mendes-Lang! Terrific dart to the front post, and Derby strike first. Third finds some space. Finds Barkhuizen really well. It's in toward Haran. Chance! Goal! Derby have a fine second. And Conor Haran is in form now. Same in play. Charles Sanlia, and that is a shame that with the final kick of the game, and that goal doesn't change the results.
I just think you look a fit elite machine, and you can still be better at times, obviously, if you want football, you're totally, but I thought you were excellent. And the longer the game goes on, they've given up. I mean, for the lads who sat behind me who came off, thank you, but if you watch their bench, their manager just sat out for the last 15 minutes, he'd given up. The way you train, the way you look after yourself gives you that opportunity to play at that intensity, and it's hard, isn't it? And we were just talking about it in there with their goalkeeper, like, in all the games we've watched, like, he's excellent, good feet, but no one's good if you press them. It's League 3, gents. Get out of this league. But with the energy and that you got is very impressive. So, as always, I thought, look, last week I weren't happy, and I asked you today, see what you like. See what you like against a proper team, and you came up good, didn't you? Thought you were excellent. Really, really good. That's the most pleasing I've possibly been. So, well done. You can enjoy your day off. Anything, Rich?
Yeah. Goals are joke, and I'm not. Excellent. Very good. Desperate to keep that going. I can keep it going.
Well done, boys!
Possibly favourite players.
Got us a picture. You could have scored.
The thing I was in doubt was good pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Pride Park Stadium. It is genuinely fantastic to see everybody back here. It is still a little bit of a novelty to me that we are having events like this and getting everyone back in the room. So thank you very much indeed. Right now is time for the main event. Please welcome to the stage Derby County head coach Paul Warne and assistant Richie Barker.
And a little bit of it, in fairness, was I was scared. That's the honest truth. I don't mind admitting. I'm not like, I'm not a robot. I'm scared of failure like everybody else. But what made me come here, and what made me bring like my best friends here, and it was like all or nothing, was the fact that I met David, and he was just a really genuine guy. And he said. And it's been true with him and Stephen, to be fair. It's been true that like you have a real opportunity to put your own culture into the football club to help us grow. We know we're not as healthy as we want to be, but we're going to go in the right direction. We'll give you as much support as you can. And it was David's personality that brought me to the football club. I honestly never wanted to leave the club I was at. So if I can say nothing else, and you know what I'm like with human beings, freaking hell. I say this loads of times. Rich unfortunately lost both his parents when he was in his 20s, but I lost my father about 3 years ago, and he watched me play everywhere. So she came to what game was it we won? She was buzzing. Anyway, and as I drove out, I said to my mum, imagine if my dad was alive to see us manage here. She'd be like, oh my God. So it's like an absolute honour to manage here, and like, if nothing else comes out of this Q&A, I hope you appreciate we'll work our hardest we possibly can. And we've got all the support from great people, so it should be an interesting ride.
But just to answer, because he will definitely answer this better than me, but when he came back, having had a conversation with the owner and the chairman, he came back and said, look, this is definitely something that we were going to want to work for. And I know he will give you his opinion. He's right, I don't want to manage anymore. I've done it before, and managing upwards is not one of my major strengths. However, it is a major strength of his, but he doesn't need to, because he's working for an amazing person that I think everybody in this room, and I don't know as well as you guys, but I watched it from a long way. Right, great, let's go. So, in my opinion, I have very little to do with him, but he sounds like one amazing person that we want to work for, and you should all be very proud of the fact that he saved your football.
Good answer this. How am I going to follow that?
Derby don't have to travel too far for their next match. Their unbeaten run is on the line yet again, this time at Vale Park.
Dobbin drives the ball in low with breaks of a goal, Drake, and he scores! And Derby get one back with 3 minutes left to go, and Vale, for all their manful defending and the heroics of their goalkeeper, it might count for nothing.
But I thought you were outstanding. I thought you deserved to win anyway. And even if you wouldn't have won, I'd have still come in exactly the same. And I honestly think that, like, as a group and as a character, a group of men, you are outstanding. You can achieve anything you want to achieve. But you played some amazing things at times. You created things. And look, I've said to you loads of times, in all sincerity, it takes all of you, doesn't it? It takes all of you. Like, I'm taking unbelievable players off the pitch, but I'm putting unbelievable players on the pitch. And it takes everyone. So look, for the subs who came on and had an impact as well, by the way, excellent. I've never been happy to see a goal go in. Where's that? Mate, honestly.
Go for it.
For a 49-year-old.
Keep telling him to stay at the back post. He's made that run across the front.
It changed his life. I mean, he's had his mug. I don't know what he's talking about. But look, it's a great place to come and win, by the way, isn't it? And you should be real well proud of yourself. Look, you're not in now till Friday, I mean Saturday, before you all start arguing. You're not in till Saturday, so have a few days off. I apologise to lads who don't get on, but you just have to stick together, don't you? You just got to stick together, try and stay healthy, and just keep flying away. That is a massive win, I'm telling you. And scoring an end like that with that fan base and that is something to remember forever. And, you know, I'm being a bit like emotional about it, but it is. You're living. You've got 3.5 months left to sort of create your own little history. You're in great place. Just stick together. That's all I ask.
Derby are in a good place. The squad needs tweaks rather than major surgery. So it hasn't been a busy January transfer window for the Rams. Paul Warne has settled on 3 loan signings: Tony Springer, Luke McGee, and Harvey White, who will now be with the club until the end of the season.
That will do me fine. Brilliant.
Right. So last couple of years at Forest Green, top 3 man.
No, good. That was an interview now, so. Right. Perfect. Your left hand, just give us a thumbs up right there as well.
Look, I don't know if I said it to you before, but there's two different personalities, right? Two different people you can be. But you could be this guy, right? This is you in your worst possible day. You're feeling bad about yourself, confidence ain't great, not sure if people are coming in the January window, you don't really know where you stand, you don't really play this great, right? This could be you. This could be me at 15, at 21, at 28, at 38. I played forever, right? But I had days where I weren't that confident. This could be you. Or you could be this guy over here. This guy's unbeatable. He is feeling $1 million, like you all should. The starting 11 tonight, you should feel $1 million. If I was a wide player playing against these, I think they're good players. You're good players. No one likes getting run at. No one likes getting embarrassed, so do not worry about it. Be these guys. These guys don't have careers. These guys have relegations or whatever the case may be. These guys have promotions. Don't worry about the money and everything that comes with it. These are the lives you want to lead. And when you finish playing and you become a coffee owner, be the best coffee owner. Not someone who makes £2, someone who buys 6, 7, 8 franchises. Just be great, but don't let this guy get into your mind, oh, it could be a bit difficult tonight. Get at him, move the ball quickly, let your pace go, be good at set pieces, be good on the ball, be brave. And like, if they beat you, us being great, well done to them. Well done to them. I'll shake their hands. Goodbye. What's up, Morecambe in 5 days' time. But do not drop your performance levels because they're different names. So look, I want 19, 20 of these guys. And these guys here will get promoted, have a cup run, be the best version of themselves. All right? Good. Play fearlessness.
Several families, supporters and the teams involved watching along with us tonight. 3 generations of Derby County supporters are there. They're at Pride Park where they're about to play this evening against West Ham in the Cup, and they will take on Derby or West Ham. Manchester United.
Well, Derby County welcoming West Ham United to Pride Park Stadium tonight for the first time in 11 years. Derby were 2-1 winners that afternoon, but the Hammers have a good record here and against the Rams in general. Their record win here as recently as 2007, a 5-0 triumph on Derby soil. Antonio, right to the challenge from Davis. Not like the side didn't know too much about it. Still work to be done. Antonio with the flick. And here's Bowen. Checks for the flag. He's onside. And West Ham had the opening goal. Oh, here's Bowen, West Ham's goal scorer. Oh, and there's a second. It's Michail Antonio. Derby's involvement in the FA Cup is over for another season. They've been beaten tonight by Premier League West Ham by 2-0.
Only 8 players have scored more Premier League goals than Jermain Defoe. But the former England striker knows management is a very different challenge. So he's come to Moor Farm to get some insight from an expert.
All I'm doing really is just going around, speaking to different managers that I've played for, players that I've played with, that's, managed. I'm here today speaking to the gaffer, just picking his brain, about what to expect, the ups and downs, and yeah, just trying to learn as much as I can really, but I've really enjoyed it, it's been good.
Any little tips you can give us that you've heard from Paul Warne today?
Oh mate, loads of tips and that, but basically just, it's completely different obviously to playing. I mean, the gaffer, he's sort of like, he's got a lot of experience. He did say to me, why do you want to do it? And I basically said, I love football, it's something, especially probably more towards the back end of my career, I thought about, coaching and a lot of players in my generation that I played with, have gone on to manage. Rooney obviously managed here, Frank, and the list can go on and that. So yeah, but it was nice to have a chat with him. He was brilliant, and it was obviously nice to come and see the training ground as well.
Yeah, you mentioned the facilities and Wayne and Frank. How much attention do you pay to Derby?
Yeah, do you know what? It's crazy. I was saying before, it's a Premier League club, isn't it? You look at the facilities and the history and stuff like that. Even before I played against Derby in the Premier League, I remember England under 21s played a lot of games at the stadium. I always remember, the atmosphere and the pitch was always brilliant. But no, it's a fantastic football club and a club that I hope can get back to the Premier League where it deserves, really.
So management, coaching, is that something you've wanted to go into for a while then?
100%. When I was sort of like in my 20s, didn't really think about it as much because you've done, just so focused on playing. But sort of like the back end of my career, at Rangers, I did a little bit of coaching there. Naturally, I'll just take the forwards and that we just do certain sessions and stuff like that. The club were brilliant with me, giving me the freedom to do that. And obviously in the academy at Tottenham now, which I'm really enjoying, just try and learn as much as I can, really, complete my badges and then see where it takes me.
It's a cliche, but it's true. With Derby now out of the FA Cup, the Rams can focus on the league. The team won every League One match they played in January. But a new month brings new challenges, and hopefully, new opportunities too.
Strides forward now. That's another free kick.
Harahan's had his chance, he's gone onto his right foot. I don't think it's Harahan if he's not using that left, but...
Well, it might be Harahan to McGoldrick, just looking at the way that they're lining up. Big moment for James Collins.